On question number 7, we're going to write the equation of a line that passes through the point 8, negative 2, and is perpendicular to our equation y equals 3x plus 1, or negative 3x plus 1. Now, the only thing we're going to use from our line is the slope. So my slope is negative 3. Well, perpendicular slope then would be 1/3. Now you can write your equation in slope-intercept per point slope. In fact, we have a point and a slope, so let's write it in point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Well, we're going to go y minus a negative 2 equals 1/3 times x minus 8. And the only thing we're going to do here is we're going to simplify it. When you subtract a negative, you get a positive. So our answer is y plus 2. Oh, I don't like that color. Kind of hides what we're looking for. Let me see. Can we see it? Whoops. That was the line. I just want to switch colors here so it's easier to see. Y plus 2 equals 1/3 x minus 8. And there is your answer. Now, on number 8, a little bit more involved on this one. I will definitely be checking for your work on this question because you can't just write down an answer here. First off, we want to get y by itself because kind of like we did the first problem on number 7, we got to get y by itself so we can find out the slope. Now, I don't know if you really need to subtract 4 here, but I just think it's easier. Let's subtract 4. Then we'll get negative 2y equals 6x minus 4. I'll divide everything by negative 2. So my new equation is y equals negative 3x minus 2. Now, my slope is just like it was in number 7. My slope is negative 3. I want to be perpendicular because we have perpendicular there. So my perpendicular slope is going to be 1/3. Now, rather than do an equation, I'm just going to use my slope formula. Say, my slope is 1/3. I'm going to subtract my 2 points, my x's and my y's. Remember, subtract your y's first. We're going to say negative 8 minus a negative 4 all over 2 minus n. And we'll simplify that a little bit. So you get 1/3 equals negative 8 plus negative 4 is negative 4. And then all over 2 minus n. Now, the problem is n's in the denominator. Kind of hard to solve an equation when it's in the denominator. So what we'll do is we'll take the reciprocal of both sides. So I'm going to say 3 over 1 equals 2 minus n all over negative 4. Now let's solve that equation for n. Multiply both sides by negative 4. So we get negative 12 equals 2 minus n. I'll minus 2 from both sides. Negative 14 equals negative n. Well, if negative 14 equals negative n is 14. And there's your answer. On question number 9, I want to determine if these points are collinear. Well, if they're collinear, it means they have to lie on the same line. So let's find the slope between our first 2 points. So I'm going to I'll call this point 1, point 2, and point 3. So I'll find the slope between 1 and 2 to start with. So then we'll say 5 minus 2 all over 2 plus 2. So 5 minus 2 is 3. 2 plus 2 is 4. So you get 3/4. Now let's do 1 and 3. So then we'll get 8 minus 2 all over 6 minus a negative 2, or 6 plus 2. So 8 minus 2 is 6. And 6 plus 2 is 8. And I can divide that by 2. And we get 3/4. And then 3/4 is the same. Looking pretty good so far, right? But we got to check all 3 points, so let's check the slope between 2 and 3. So then we'll go 8 minus 5 all over 6 minus 2. So I get 3/4. They're all the same. Since they're all the same, yes, they lie on the same line, and they're going to be collinear. Number 10. There are multiple correct answers. Just make sure your lines are perpendicular. And they have to go through the points 3, -7. So make sure your slopes are opposite reciprocals. I would write this in point slope form, but you have more than one correct way to do this question.